Hello there, movie friends. Welcome back to the show. Anthony here.
And James here. It's movie news number 44, and I apologize in advance for sounding even more nasally than normal.
Hello, my name is James
My
Deveney.
allergies are going crazy this week.
Here's the movie
I
news.
can't even open my eyes. It's ridiculous.
I've been fine.
I've always had allergy problems. You haven't.
I haven't, I never have them.
So just bear with me if you hear me sniffling. But recent episodes were Rogue One on Monday, Everything Everywhere All at Once. Anthony did a review on Tuesday. Then our Moon Knight episode 2 reaction came out on Wednesday, and we have to amend something we were incorrect about, assuming that the character of his wife Layla was tracking him on a smartphone rather than just showing up. And so we were wrong. The screenwriters, we were upset.
Thank you for calling us out.
Yeah, we're amending it.
I missed the dialogue of that. Yeah.
Morbius on Thursday, which was a lot of fun, and then Drive My Car. Anthony did an audio review on Friday.
And those audio reviews are spoiler free for Everything Everywhere All at Once and for Drive My Car. So if you haven't seen the films, you can still check out my reviews, and I don't spoil anything.
And box office was pretty solid this past weekend. Sonic 2 opened up this past weekend to a huge Thursday and Friday. It made $26 million on Friday. They're projecting about a $65 to $70 million weekend. This weekend, we saw an early screening of it and loved it. It was so funny. It was a blast. It was a very entertaining film, especially like for everyone who played Sonic on Sega when they were kids like us. It was a blast. Morbius is over $100 million globally. The Lost City is up to $68 million globally on its third weekend, I believe. Everything Everywhere All at Once had a pretty small wide release weekend. It's at 5.9 for the weekend. It's about $8 million globally. Ambulance was a bomb. It only made $8 million domestic this opening weekend as part of a 17-day theatrical run. Then it's going to streaming. $18 million global. That's not good.
I bet Michael Bay goes back to Transformers after this.
Probably.
That's got to be the worst debut of his entire career.
Maybe.
Because he's doing The Bad Boys. He was doing, even The Rock had a great opening weekend. All the Transformers movies have destroyed. Pain and Gain, I think, got like $25 million opening weekend.
Pretty popular one.
Ambulance, I think, is his worst ever performing film. And it's actually very disappointing for Everything Everywhere All at Once. It has a $25 million budget, which means add about $15 million to marketing on that. So you're looking at around $40 million for the movie. And to make only $6 million on its opening weekend, it had only already made $1 million on its limited run. And so this is the bulk of its box office right here this weekend. And $6 million is not going to cut it. I estimate that film globally will probably end up making maybe $20 million, maybe 25, but even hitting the budget is not going to help. You need to make double your budget if you want to make a profit with the film. So that's actually very disappointing because I love the film. I think everybody should see it. Right now, it's by far the best movie available to see in theaters.
But also, I mean, has it been released in China yet? I don't know yet because It's obviously starring Michelle Yeoh, so it's a Chinese film with actors and everything. So maybe it might do well in China.
We'll see.
Hopefully. We had a very busy week. We actually had a couple events. We went to the Fantastic Beasts, The Secrets of Dumbledore early screening at AMC IMAX. It was an awesome, fun event. We got hats and wands and posters. It was a good time. So thanks to IMAX for that invite. And we enjoyed the movie. It's probably like the most Harry Potter feeling of the three. It's the best of the trilogy so far.
Yeah.
We're going to do an episode on the Fantastic Beasts trilogy after it gets released on Friday, so probably Monday or Thursday that following week we'll do an episode on them. But if you love Harry Potter, if you like the Fantastic Beasts, you'll enjoy the heck out of it. It was a lot of fun, really funny. But, we wish Johnny Depp was in it. That was like the one thing that was missing. But it harkened back to the old Harry Potter feel.
It's the best of the three by far, and it's a much better improvement over the last film.
And we also went to a red carpet premiere event for Outer Range, which is a new TV show coming to Amazon Prime on April 15th, starring Josh Brolin. It's a Western sci-fi. And we had a blast at the premiere. It was cool. We walked the red carpet, but they probably just deleted the photos because they're like, who are these guys? And we were like, we're just dudes.
We went, there were like these two girls who I think were actors or models. I didn't recognize them, but they seemed famous because when they went on the red carpet, they were getting hundreds of photos taken of them. And then me and James got on the red carpet. We got like 3 photos taken of us.
We were like, all right.
There was like pity photos.
Yeah. They're probably like, who are these guys? Who are they?
But the show is very good.
Yeah.
It's really good. I was surprised. They gave us the first 2 episodes they showed at the screening, And I thought, like, wow, this show blew me away. It's very cinematic, beautifully filmed, well acted, excellent cast, really cool visual effects, and a great sci-fi mystery. And I wouldn't say this if I didn't think so. I think this is going to be a hit show. I think it's going to be very good.
I'm going to continue watching it for sure, even after just getting invited to the premieres. It's pretty
so keep
cool.
an eye out. Outer Range, it comes out on the 15th.
And then Will Smith, there was news on his end where he got a 10-year ban from attending the Oscars. It seems like it's not that, I wouldn't say it's that harsh of a punishment, because he can still get nominated and win awards. We did a poll on our Instagram story. Was it excessive? It was literally 50-50 of people thinking it was too excessive, not excessive.
I mean, I don't think it's excessive because it's just a party.
Yeah,
it's an award show.
It's not like actors go to the Oscars every year. They usually only go if they're in a film that's nominated, or they're nominated, or like they know productions, or they want to go. But usually, like, you don't see like big A-list actors at award shows.
Ryan Gosling wasn't there the other night.
Denzel's not there every year. You know, like Harrison Ford's not there every year.
Meryl Streep wasn't there the other night. Yeah.
It's just usually when they have projects nominated there. Yeah. So I don't think it's probably not a big blow for him. He probably expected that.
And also they needed to do some kind of punishment in some capacity, because you want to prevent this from happening again. Obviously, the Academy is like, we don't want any more fights to happen, so we get to punish Will Smith and set an example and make a precedent of if this happens, you're gonna get punished.
And he accepted it respectfully, and he will not be attending. And I don't think he can vote for a year, at least 2, but he can still get nominated and win. Also, some more controversial news: Ezra Miller. There was a false rumor projected out into the internet ether that caught everyone by storm that the Warner Brothers had an emergency meeting and paused all future projects with Ezra Miller. This was originally reported by the Rolling Stone, and it was false. There was no emergency meeting, and I don't know. It's pretty crazy that stuff like this gets reported by such major outlets now.
Well, major outlets, they just report speculation. Yeah. That's all it is. It's never facts anymore. So again, like, they just want a headline story to get people to click on. It's wild. Black Panther 2 has officially wrapped filming. Its production is finished, so it's just in the visual effects post-production phase at the moment. I'm glad that they finally wrapped the filming with Letitia Wright coming back to finish her scenes after her injury.
Coming out in November, I believe, right?
Yeah, so they're gonna. It's probably already almost done with the visual effects, because they spent so much time off. They were probably really handling that.
Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. Tickets went on sale. We got ours for Thursday, May 5th. We couldn't get IMAX tickets. It was the app was
crashing,
destroying and crashing. So we just got 3:30 showing at an AMC regular format. It's too bad because it was filmed for IMAX.
Still a pretty big screen though.
Pretty cool, but you know, disappointed. There's also a little new trailer and a new IMAX poster which sneak peeks some characters and some other interdimensional
I haven't seen the
versions.
trailer because I don't want to see too much stuff before I go, because a lot of the final trailers, they give away like so much stuff.
Yeah.
And next up, Beverly Hills Cop 4 is in pre-production. Eddie Murphy's riding high on his resurgence of the last few years.
He's not officially confirmed to return, but he's probably going to come back.
How do you do it without Eddie Murphy?
Exactly, you can't. All the Old Knives is a new movie coming from Amazon. It is a spy thriller starring Chris Pine and Tandy Way Newton. It's going to be coming out on April 8th alongside a limited run in select theaters.
It's a good-looking cast. I didn't even know about this movie at all.
Me neither.
Until I saw
a lot of the streaming originals, they just like, oh, here's the new movie.
Yeah, that's what I think the problem is. Like, there's no anticipation for a movie.
They'll do the big marketing, like out in
they just drop a trailer like a week before the release. I had no idea about this movie, and I love both those actors. Next up, The Northmen has had early screenings, and the social media reactions call it immense, ambitious, brutal, super violent, and also Robert Eggers' best movie yet. They're stunning reactions, and people are saying it's like it deserves to be like seen on a big screen, and this is like real epic filmmaking on a giant scale of kind of movies that we don't really see anymore. And so I'm very excited for this. Hopefully that movie makes quite a lot of money because it has a huge budget. So I hope it's super successful.
And there's a new trailer for Chiwetel Ejiofor's film, The Man Who Fell to Earth. It's a sci-fi series that premieres on Showtime on April 24th.
Next up, Zack Snyder's Rebel Moon film has just added Cary Elwes as the king of the Galactic Empire. This is also going to be a 2-part film series. It's going to be a 2-part epic. Other cast members so far are Corey Stoll, Mikhail Huisman, and Alfonso Herrera. Corey Stoll, we love him. He was in the first Ant-Man movie you know him from, and also the Strain TV series and House of Cards as well.
Just saw Cary Elwes at the Sonic 2
Yeah, we
premiere
just saw him in person. He was like looking for someone. He was just like looking around.
Danny Radcliffe has written a movie about Hollywood, and he wants to direct it, so hopefully he can get that done in the next couple of years. Getting behind the camera would be really cool to see Danny Radcliffe do.
I know. Someone who grew up in film would know so much about that world.
Especially someone like a very unrelatable person, like who can relate to Daniel Radcliffe?
Yeah,
like
exactly.
Not many people on the earth.
The popular show Russian Doll finally has its second season coming out, and new images and a trailer was just released. And so this was actually very popular when it came out several years ago. I don't know why they took so long to make a second season, but it's finally out for fans of for the show.
Mr. and Mrs. Smith series has replaced Phoebe Waller-Bridges' role after she exited from the show, and it will be recast by Maya Erskine to co-star with Donald Glover on this series, which is going to be... What network is that? Is that
I think it's
Amazon?
Hulu.
Hulu?
Yeah, I think so. I love that movie.
Mr. and Mrs. Smith?
Yeah.
Yeah, hopefully they can capture that.
Yeah, that's a great movie. Next up, the TV series Interview with the Vampire is just revealed its first look at the two lead characters, Lestat and Louis. This is going to be an AMC Plus series, and it's coming out very soon, so fans of that book and of that film, get excited.
The Lincoln Lawyer is getting a soft reboot at Netflix.
Another TV series.
And it's going to
They're
be
just
a
turning
series
everything
now.
into a series.
This was the movie that Matthew McConaughey starred in when he was starring The Reconnaissance.
Yeah, I think in 2011, I think.
So, reboot, rehash, remake,
series.
TV series, and then after this, it'll be turned into an animated stop-motion short, and then who knows?
An anime. Lincoln Lawyer anime. Next up, there's a new trailer for Operation Mincemeat, which looks like an awesome World War II film. It's about this crazy story that MI6 put out to throw the Nazis off. And it was really fascinating, this crazy fiction that they invented about like a fake disappearance and fake spies and stuff, and like a briefcase, and it looks so interesting and intriguing, and it's all a true story.
Severance, the show at Apple TV Plus, has already been renewed for a second season, so this popular show is just going to come back next year.
DC just released the first trailer for Batman Unburied, which is going to be their first major podcast series featuring Winston Duke as Bruce Wayne Batman, also starring Jason Isaacs, Gina Rodriguez, Sam Witwer, Hassan Minaj, and many more. And so this is going to be a Batman miniseries, but all audio format. So it sounds like a lot of fun.
A new trailer has been released for Gaspar Noé's terrifying new horror film, Lux Aeterna. It is a witch-centric horror film. It opens in New York on May 6th, in LA on May 13th for small releases, and I'm sure it'll get a little wider after that.
Sign me up. That guy's movies are crazy. I just watched Climax the other day. It's so wild, and I love his movie Love and also Enter the Void. Like, he's an amazing French filmmaker, and he makes some of just like the coolest movies, and he doesn't give a F what anyone thinks about like what he does. I love it. It's so free. And sign me up, Witches and Horror and Gaspar Noé. Yeah, hell yeah. Also, there's going to be a Sherlock Holmes spin-off series on HBO Max. And this is actually going to be the world of Sherlock Holmes, Jude Law, and Robert Downey Sherlock Holmes. And so Downey's going to be producing the series with HBO Max and Warner Brothers, and it's going to feature a spin-off character that we're going to meet in the third Sherlock Holmes films, which actually I think is great news because it means we're getting a third Sherlock Holmes. This is like an official confirmation. You and I are big fans of Guy Ritchie's franchise, and the two of them as Holmes and Watson. I think Downey is my favorite Holmes, and Benedict's a close second. I just love Downey as Sherlock, and they have been super delayed with making the third film, I think, because Downey was so busy with Marvel, and now he's pretty much free to do whatever he wants, and so I think this is great. It's confirmation we're finally getting the third film.
Yeah, but I don't think Guy Ritchie's directing, which is unfortunate.
It's the director of Bohemian Rhapsody and Rocketman.
Still, very good director.
Very good director.
Marcel, the Shell with Shoes On trailer was just revealed, and it's an A24 movie that will serve as the full-length follow-up to the stop-motion short film that they released in 2010, created by Dean Fleischer-Camp and Jenny Slate.
And it's going to be like the first A24 like kids movie.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's very cute. It's very heartwarming and very sweet.
All right, that wraps movie news number 44. Thanks so much for tuning in, everybody, and have a wonderful day.
Take care, y'all.
Thanks so much for tuning in to Raiders of the Lost podcast. Be sure to subscribe if you're new, hit the like button, leave a comment.
Find us on all audio streaming platforms, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, wherever you listen to podcasts, you can find us. Find us on Twitter, TikTok, Instagram, Raiders of the Lost Podcast. Be sure to check out one of these other videos right here for more content on our favorite films and breaking down all kinds of movie content. Thanks so much.